What's up, guys? It's Hitch here, back with another episode of Around the Bar. I actually did this series way back when I had like 500 subscribers, and it's basically like it's as if we were sitting together at a bar and just chatting away while we sip some drink. So today I've got Wild Turkey Bourbon. I'm just going to drink it with some ice. If you're not of age, just drink whatever you want. You can drink water or milk or Pepsi or Mountain Dew or the yellow Red Bulls, because those are dope. But yeah, obviously we're going to talk about Aches today. That's why I have my phone out, because I just went through all of his tweets, and everything he was saying, man, I knew he had tweeted a lot. I did not know he tweeted this much. Yeah, so if you haven't heard, basically, some stuff went down today with CTF is being removed, and DLC maps are being added. There's going to be 2 hardpoint maps that are going to be added from the DLC pack, and then 1 uplink map. I'm going to do a whole video on that for Intel. That's going to go up in the afternoon tomorrow. But as for now, I thought I'd just upload this, talk a little bit about it. He says, he basically reverts back to what happened last year around this time when he was, sponsored by EG, and EG is sponsored by Twitch, and so he was forced to stream on Twitch through Evil Geniuses. And then MLG made the rules where no league match or 2Ks or 5Ks can be streamed on Twitch. So all 4 players on EG were just left with basically no way to make revenue off of streaming, which is a large platform and a large way that EG that players just in general make their money. So it's a little bit of frustrations, and that's really when Ake started going toe to toe with MLG. It wasn't. Started calling them monopoly and things, and a lot of the stuff he says is accurate, but just the way he says it is what what everyone was getting pretty bothered by back then. Some people agreed with it full force. Some people agreed with some of the stuff, and then some people were just like, all right, man, just calm down. But today, he actually had a lot to say. Man, I'm scrolling through literally like 17 different tweets, and it's crazy. He talks a little bit about Activision. One thing he says about Activision is that basically all esports is for Activision is just promotion. All we are as a community is promotion, because every esport knows we might not be the most fundamentally based esport as far as gameplay is concerned, because obviously we have troubles every year, so many troubles, with gun patches and game types not working and spawns being messed up. Every single year we have that throughout the duration of the game. So it's obviously we're not succeeding based off of that. We're succeeding off of the popularity of Call of Duty. Every 13 to 16-year-old has played a Call of Duty in their life, probably boy and girl. They've touched it once. Once upon a time, and we just continue to play it. So it's a very popular game, and then also the media side of everything, of how how out there we are on social media and on YouTube and on Twitch or just streaming platforms in general. Didn't mean to. I guess that's a Freudian slip. I don't know. Yeah, like we have so much going for us in that aspect. That people can realize that. So I'm sure that Activision realizes that. And so what he is saying, basically, what Aches is saying is that Activision throws on Call of Duty championships once a year in order to kickstart their game up. That's why COD Champs. I mean, and I think he's right. I think to an extent, I think that the reason COD Champs is in the middle of the year is because it's a second boost at promotion. That's why it's not at the end of the year. That's why there's not a Super Bowl, where you play an entire year and then there's the big kahuna at the end. It's never going to be that way as long as it's an Activision game, because there's a huge boost at the very first night that a game is released. We go through 6 months. People stop buying. People stop forget about the game. Then they introduce DLC and they drop COD Champs at the same time so that people watch Call of Duty Championships that is like, man, I kind of want to play, Call of Duty now. And then, just so happens that there's a DLC involved as well. And so people can buy that. It's a great business move. But it does make sense what he's saying, that the only reason that, Activision, quote unquote, cares about us is that it gives them more promotion. Hold on, let me take a I just spoke for so much. Let's see what else he says. Okay. The second thing he talks about is basically, the community. Our community is very, he says we're very, we're a bitch community. That's just basically what he says. He says, everyone knows the problems. Everyone knows what the problems are, why we're not getting, the viewership we used to, why we're not getting, great solid games to come out, why we're having to deal with so many issues as far as the game is concerned. Everyone knows the issues, but no one does anything about it. And he's right. When was the last time someone actually took action? The only two people that I can think that actually took action are Aches himself and Nadeshot. Ironically, the two people that that probably clash the most of all time in COD are the only two people that take action. Aches and the Complexity team actually went to the Activision or the Sledgehammer or the Infinity Ward or somewhere. They went to some type of headquarters when Ghost came out, and they were talking about how fluky Blitz can be, and please don't make us play Blitz. Or if you want us to play it, put a delay on the cap. The Blitz portal, so that you have to stand on top of it for a couple seconds, or things like that. And they actually did that. Whereas in Black Ops 2, Nadeshot made videos and pushed it out to his audience and told them to tell Treyarch about it. It was about the site where you could see through walls, and you're not supposed to be able to see people with cold-blooded, but then you did see people with cold-blooded, something like that. And then, so that, because Nadeshot did that, that's when people started saying that, if Optic doesn't do anything, then nobody does then it doesn't get done. Which, I disagree with, because, he was the only person doing anything. So I don't know. That's just the immaturity of our community. So I think he's right about that. We have to do something. Lastly, before I just talk, forever. I don't know how long this video is right now. But the last thing he talks about is a players' union. Or not even a players' union, just a union in general. Man, we've talked about a union ever since I even got involved with participating in the scene, which was just late Modern Warfare 3. I've heard of player unions, and it's to a point where it gets tiring. Player unions or unions in general, I think they should happen. I think they happened in the Halo days. I think there were times in Black Ops 2 where there were 360 icons threads where only professional players were allowed to have access to them. So that the pro players would talk back and forth with each other, but that's not even a union. A union is a combination of people, or a congregation of people that make decisions. They find out what the best thing to do is, and they make decisions. And I would love that. I would love to see something like that. That's not going to solve all the issues for Call of Duty. That's not going to solve, the gameplay and different things like that. It's not going to solve the immaturity of everything. But as far as these decisions about, having CTF taken away, but instead of having CTF taken away, you're going to get that taken away, but then you're also going to have DLC maps involved. Like things like that, it would be very clear. Instead of people just bitching on Twitter and saying, man, I hate CTF in this game, we need it removed, over and over and over again, and then MLG removes it, but then they bring on something else, and then people complain about that. What we need is people that actually understand the game, understand the community, understand the spectator side of things, and we need them all in one, because COD is no longer just about the professional players. COD is no longer just about the MLG streaming platform of it. COD is no longer about, the gameplay in general or the game types or anything. It's about everything. It's about it all. It's about the professional players and how they, can connect with the fans or the supporters, how they can connect with MLG. It's about all the spectators in general and, how many people are going to participate in watching this game and watching Call of Duty, because the more people that watch, the more sponsors look, the more money get paid. It's basically all about the full production. And right now, we don't have people from every area, chiming in. We just have basically, pros bitching on Twitter, and then we have, the spectators just destroying the chat with saying crazy things, and then we have MLG and people, in Activision making all of the decisions. So, at the end of the day, who knows what we can and can't do? It's just a sticky situation. That's always been what Call of Duty has been about. We're always a step behind because we're dealing with different things than anyone else is, than any other esport. It's frustrating, and overall it's just tiresome. So anyway, I thank you guys for watching. Sorry, this was a little deep, little crazy. I talked a lot. In the comments, just let me know what you guys think. What do you think should happen? Do you think Aches was wrong? Do you think he was right? Do you think he had some good points? Do you think he went too far over the top? But also just let me know what you're drinking down in the comments, because it's one of those nights. So, cheers.